Thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He completes it to Henry. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
59, ready. Back 25. Wait. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Here we go now with Smith. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. 25. Check 25. Protein spill.
Now Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Ryan. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now, because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's the rookie with a catch, A.J. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check right 45. Check right 45. Where we go? Where we go? Where we go? 45.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
We got this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In on the stop, Damontae Kazee. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play action. Ryan. Now he'll escape to his right. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Back 25. That QB's traps. Let's go. 54, Seth. 54, Seth. You must gun. Showing it. 51, Seth.
From the shotgun, Ryan escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 22, Jackson. This one caught by Davis. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Olsen, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan back into his end zone. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. A first down carry for Smith. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the counter, it's Smith. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them, and the pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check, Mike. Check. Crunch. 22. Mike, get ready.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. Drop deep. You go tight. You got tight. Get out.
Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. A big play that time through the air. 54 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the carry, it's Olison. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, it's Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Again, it's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready. 59, ready. Got it. Hey, express.
Throwing now is Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Safety screaming.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. A big pickup of 38. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a